Hello, I'm Samuel Smith, founder of Sunny Acres Retirement Community. At Sunny Acres, we are dedicated to ensuring the health and well-being of your loved ones. I know you may be saying, aren't all retirement homes the same? What really separates Sunny Acres is not only our dedicated staff.
Oh, hey Samuel, good morning.
Hey Sally, how's it going? They go the extra mile to ensure your family members' needs are taken care of, but we also actively utilize animals to enhance the living experience of our elders. Alright. It may be a tough transition for your loved ones, moving away from their home to our retirement community, but a pet can aid this transition by providing a buffer for stress. Your loved one can find a sense of purpose in having a sense of loving consistency and something to talk about.
Have you seen Tiddles lately? I saw him around earlier. There he is over there. Oh, a silly cat. Are you playing with the box again? Whoa, go Tiddles.
We know that pets play a big role in our lives, and that they are vital for our well-being. Pets can be even more beneficial for our elders, as the stimulation they provide can help elders from suffering from cognitive decline. Additionally, your loved one can find a sense of purpose in caring for a pet to develop a bond with. Last but not least, the unconditional love a pet brings is immeasurable, and we are sure that your loved ones will enjoy their company. So with that, please consider Sunny Acres. Our service to your family will be unmatched and you will not be disappointed. But don't take our word for it. Let's see what the residents have to say. Now let's see what the experts have to say.
Today with Dr. Gabriel, who has done research on the quality of life in people aged 65 and older. And first of all, can you define what quality of life is for us?
Yes, definitely. Quality of life should reflect individual subjectivity and variation in the concept, while at the same time taking into account wider social circumstances. It takes into account things such as psychological well-being, morale, and autonomy.
All right. And then you recently did a study of about 1,000 individuals. What prompted you to do this study?
Well, I'm working specifically with those aged 65 and older, and when you look at past research, it has really been neglected. When you look at how our lifespan is increasing for all of our population, then you see that the population of those aged 65 plus is also increasing. So doing research in this area is important for public policy.
All right. And can you give us a few examples of the questions you asked in this survey?
Yes, so the method I used was the quality of life survey, which included questions such as key events in your life history, such as marriage. What do you think of when you hear the words quality of life? What gives you life and what takes away from your life? And also, how could it be improved or worse? And then after we conducted a survey, 12 to 18 months later, we had our participants come back and we asked them if anything had changed about their feelings about quality of life.
When you conducted the survey, were there any answers or responses that stood out especially strongly?
Well, one thing that stood out to me in gathering the responses was that many participants wanted to call upon their family, especially their daughters. I think this is important because you see that many relationships where caregiving for the elderly is the daughters, the women in the family who are taking on the primary caregiving responsibility. Another thing that stood out to me after conducting the survey was that many people say that they had lost friends and family, and you know that this can present a great void for people. Trying to provide them with activities and things they can engage in, try to fill that void is also important.
All right. And can you think of anything in particular that the majority of participants responded?
Yes. One thing that definitely stood out was that the majority of participants spoke openly about wanting to engage in activities and be stimulated both mentally and physically. For example, such activities such as gardening was a big hit with a lot of those. There was one woman in particular who lost her job as a church receptionist, but she was given another position working with the flowers in the garden outside of the church. And even though this was not the same job, it still provided her the same kind of stimulation and the same sense of purpose to continue on and better her well-being.
That's interesting.
We're going to include Sunny Acres now. So you know your question? All right.
So we know that Sunny Acres is a retirement community that has a lot of pets, especially cats. And what are your feelings on this?
I feel that a facility that incorporates pets can be very beneficial in improving quality of life for our elderly. Based on my research, social relationships are extremely important, as 96% of individuals surveyed believe that these relationships improve their quality of life. Even though animals are not perfect substitutes for family or friends, they provide a soothing source of unconditional love. Social roles and activities were also rated highly for quality of life in the survey, and life as well in the home and in the neighborhood. So for those who grew up with pets in the home, transitioning to a retirement community that utilizes pets can be very beneficial. And overall, for all members of the retirement community, having pets there can facilitate community interaction, which again just adds to the betterment of all people in the facility.
All right, thank you. We're all going to stand and sing.
And this is Sunny Acres.
Where your loved ones are our loved ones too.
¿Cómo quieres que te quiera? Si el que quiero que me quiera no me quiere como quiero, no me quiere como yo, no me quiere como yo. Ay, qué paciencia, la mía. No me digas que no, ya no me creo tus mentiras. No me digas que no. ¿Cómo quieres que te quiera si he perdido la cabeza y recupero la razón cuando me besa? ¿Cómo quieres que te quiera si me siento una muñeca que manejan a su antojo y no se queja? Ay, qué paciencia. Ay, qué paciencia, ay, qué paciencia la mía. No me digas que no, ya no me creo tus mentiras. No me digas que no.